excited, but also frustrated to share this work with you today. Excited because, well, I'm proud of the work. It's beautiful work that we've been working on with the design team at EvolveUX, but frustrated because right now there is a policy war going on in the United States, and more states are making abortion illegal. Used to be a basic human right, and we're losing that, right? We can't let that happen without putting up a fight, right? What do you guys say? You with me? Right? We're not going to let that happen without putting up a fight. All right. Well, the clicker's working. Perfect. Planned Parenthood actually agrees with this, and they're a leader in the fight in this war that's happening. And one of the ways that they're doing this is by trying to make contraceptives as easily accessible as possible. One thing that they've done is that they've created this app, Planned Parenthood Direct. And that app, it lets the general public order contraceptives and get it delivered to them right in their home. And so the lovely team at Planned Parenthood reached out to us. We're super proud of them. And they asked us to help them design and build a marketing website to promote the app, promote the app and what it does, and invite users to download it. So how do we go about creating that website? All right, so first, we took a good look at their brand guidelines, their branding, their brand DNA. And first thing that stood out right away is that they have two tones of voices, two brand tones of voices. Look at them, educational tone of voice and an advocacy tone of voice. And so we were like, right away, well, which one are we going to use on that marketing website? What's the most relevant? So the second thing we looked at is the target audience, young adults. And so we were like, oh, well, listen, you've got, on one hand, you've got an educational tone, advocacy tone, and you've got young adults that you're targeting. And we thought, with the Planned Parenthood team, of course, well, it might not resonate actually with that educational tone. They might not respond well if we're talking to them in that fashion. And similarly, in the advocacy tone of voice, might be the same thing, especially in the context of buying the contraceptive, maybe in a bit of a vulnerable moment. And so this is actually, all right, one thing, it's supposed to be a Venn diagram here. And there are two circles here, we don't see it because it's too light, it's not accessible again. And so it's supposed to be two circles on the side, it's a Venn diagram. And that's one of the things that differentiates us, so bear with me. That's one of the things that differentiates us with, in our approach to design at EvolveUX, is that we're always going to match what makes a brand different with what your target audience cares about. It might sound a little bit, obvious, but what's really important is that you don't want to do a blind brand expression. It's like a brand talking to your brand. No, you always want to do the target audience. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to respect the brand identity, of course, but then flex it in a way that's going to be relevant to your brand audience. Find what's relevant to them in your visual identity and flex that in that brand expression. And it can be surprising sometimes. All right, so working with the team, the design team, as well as the Planned Parenthood team, we did some design explorations and some concepts emerged. Big idea was actually, well, let's make that website look more like social media. And some of the design principles were that, how to do that well. I want to make this very visual. I want to make this very colorful. And also, I want to use bold graphics. So let's see how this all came together. First thing to note, well, we had a mobile first approach to this, meaning that we designed the mobile layout first, and then we adapted it to desktop. And the idea for the homepage was to show a person with a box of contraceptive in their pocket, which is a very personal area, very personal space. And right next to it, we have an image of the app, and that will signify that you can get contraceptives from the app to your pocket really easily. Another thing we did is that we created some patterns for Planned Parenthood, and those patterns help them communicate about those products that you could get access to on the app. So we want to help them communicate about them, show them, they're visible, they're right there. But also those patterns that are actually, you see that they're inspired by the shapes of the products. They help Planned Parenthood communicate about those products, but in a decomplex way, in a destigmatizing way, right? It's more lighthearted. And so we made these patterns into some moves here. All right, so we did these patterns in square. These were square patterns to make sure that they fit really well in the mobile landing pages, as well as on desktop. So it worked really nicely on all pages. Another thing we did is we created some graphics, and that were really meant to support all the main calls to action. They acted really as thumb stoppers, right? So we want those users, when they're scrolling down the page, to really stop on these calls to action, and we would really invite them to take action. Download the app, become a tester. Oops. The thing we did was we created a set of stickers. And what these stickers did is they added a sort of youthfulness to the pages, right? And also a little bit of spice, right? And what it did also is that it helped us include a little bit of that advocacy messaging in some specific areas. It's not overpowering the whole experience, just a little bit, little touches. And sometimes also a little bit of supporting messages. So you see here, for example, on the testimonial page, well, you have, or it's actually it's a component, testimonial component, well, you see there's a sticker, have fun, stay safe. On the blog page, be strong, be heard. And we had these running through all the website key areas. Talking about the blog, we created a blog section with big imagery and a dynamic use of image sizes as well. Again, the screen is very contrasted, but that's all right. We also created some more functional pages, right? And so, for example, there's the How Works pages and the How Works page, and basically we created those illustrations that showed all the steps that you can take in the app, everything that you can expect. And we had also very functional, clean, clear FAQ page. That's all I got, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan. Okay. Okay. Oh, can we have this? Perfect. Thank you. So, thank you, Morgan. I have two assistants now here. They're running around with microphones, so you guys can give comments. So we'll start with the first round. We just want to hear what you saw, what it is, what you would tweet about it. I already saw one hand over there, I think.
Hello.
And yeah, please say your name and then what you want to share.
My name is Kim. I really like the use of stickers. I thought it's very approachable, it's fun.
That's the second round, actually.
Oh, it's not.
What you tweet, like hashtag stickers.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Jackson. I saw a reproductive health iconography very fascinating. That was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Volunteers, volunteers. There will be volunteers.
Oh.
I really like the call to actions, like they're pretty clear and
You're already jumping to round 2. That's something you liked. We just want to hear what you saw. Yeah. There's hands in the very back. Ankush, if you can go to the back.
It's an educational app that speaks to the heart.
Yep. And what was your name?
Abhijit.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Julia. Is it okay?
Yeah.
I really enjoy the design, but I'd like to specify. I see that all the design graphics were more like.
Wait. That's round 3, I think. We're still in round 1.
Okay, thank you very much.
But please remember it.
I saw a well-developed identity for a brand that resonates with a lot of people.
Thank you. And what's your name?
Dimitri.
Dimitri, thank you.
Sebastian, I saw a lot of good artwork and clean design that tries to help.
Good artwork. Yes. Who else?
This is Shane. I saw a birth control app focusing on great use of color, dynamic shapes, strong contrast so it's accessible for everyone, and clear call to actions.
Thanks, Shane.
It's very colorful and there's not a lot of text. It's very visual in pictures and graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle.
Kyle. Who else?
I'm Jack. Just seeing lots and lots of calls to action, which is great. It's every view basically has some kind of action to take.
Hi, I'm Yuji. Hashtag pure colors and hashtag simple shapes.
Love that. Hashtags.
Hi, I'm Drew, and I like seeing the target audience actually depicted photographically in design.
Mm-hmm.
Suzanne here. I see a sub-brand within a really big corporate identity.
Good. So this was the first round. We summarized basically now all what we saw. And now we're jumping into the second round. So what did we like about it? You kind of already mentioned it a little bit, but please feel free to share it again. The reason why we do these 3 rounds of feedback is just to simplify for the designer to take notes and to see, like, did you actually understand what was presented? So that's why I was stopping you, not to be rude. Okay, round 2. Who's kicking it off?
Jack again. I like the lack of hero banners. Like as soon as you open the site, the first thing you see is kind of like content right there. So it's just very to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody like it?
Julia again. I like the idea with pointing the pillows, and their forms. Yeah, on that selected slide, that's a good idea.
Here in the front, yeah.
I like color salon. Yeah, right. Advocate for young people.
That was Ola.
Yeah, Ola's here.
I like the simplicity of design and very straightforward, direct language and CPA and the representation of the audience.
Mm-hmm. There's more hands in the front. Anchors, don't walk away.
Hi, my name is Angie. I would like to focus on mobile first development. I think especially for targeting the young adult audience. Nobody uses it anymore, so.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
It's Kayla again. Sorry, I like the stickers. I find it's something that's, it can be very contagious and accessible and yet have different messages. I found it very friendly.
Hey, it's Nikhil. I really like the mobile first approach.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hey, Jackson again. I just like the fact that, you know, it's not political. It's just saying, if you need reproductive health products, here you go. Very direct, impartial.
Thank you. I'm going through the slides so you get a refresh. Alex.
Hey, I love the fact that you've taken something, well, this service and also your design takes something that's scary in a young person's life and provides this accessible, welcoming, friendly, understandable portal into it. And of course, you know your audience. You know a lot of these people don't have have their own family doctor, or they might be unable to ask them for birth control. So the fact that you're giving them this direct telemedicine app to target at 16, 17, 18, and 19-year-olds, you really know your audience and you need something that will resonate with them. So love that.
Yay, one in the back, running over.
It's a real workout here.
Thank you. Thank you for running. Hey everyone, my name is Charlie. I really like the great use of the color palette and how there are little accents everywhere, so it kind of gives that subtle sense of inclusivity with those accents.
Good. I see one more hand.
Hi, my name is Andrew. The tonal scale is really interesting. It creates this kind of unity across all of the people represented. The echoing of like different people wearing pink shirts shows that there's like something, it kind of externalizes an internal kind of need, but like on the body, and I think it's just like very subtle, like unifying force that says, hey, look, we're kind of all in this together.
Are you wearing a pink shirt?
Good. That was a lot of positive feedback. I'm curious, do you have any suggestions? Round 3.
So back to the stickers. There was one screen where it was white on light blue. That doesn't have that contrast.
I'm not sure where they are. Oh.
That came, but there's also another one with light blue background, so it was overlapping one of the black and white screen on the bottom. Yeah. So that didn't have contrast.
Amazing.
Hi, my name is Albert. It's not clear to me what those lines are, those white lines are under Get Started. It just seems odd that they're there.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Sebastian. This is a more of a high-level philosophical question. I think that this design is actually a little bit on the progressive side. It shows a very progressive approach. And I think actually the most vulnerable women would be the ones that might be outside of this liberal audience or bubble, let's say. They would be probably from one of the southern states, less liberal, or maybe in a different kind of media bubble, say. And I just wonder, what is the actually way to penetrate that kind of an audience, which may not be into the East Coast, West Coast liberal type of media consumption?
I feel like you two should talk after.
Okay, so hi. Actually, my name is Julia. I'd like to clarify the issue that the design is beautiful, but it's more feminine. But that type of fun, both have to stay safe and have to know the relevant information. So my question and probably suggestion is to attract not only female by the design, but also a male audience to keep them informed about how to relevant it is. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, two things. So, a lot of, there's really careful use of imagery to really focus. So that helps focus on the text and the content of what's on the screen. But the other thing is, my understanding is younger people tend to have a shorter attention span, especially when it comes to reading. So I do wonder if maybe, like, I mean, these are static screens. Maybe there's more stuff that happens that's like animated or video and things like that we just don't know about. But I do wonder if like text is the right way to communicate. That target on it. And then the other thing, like with the color, goes with the pink color. I know it's not as pink as these screens, but with that pink color, was that chosen based on like using stuff with your target audience, or was that sort of one of the assumptions? So this kind of ties into someone else's talk about how it's very effective and that is that right?
Good question. You can ask Morgan later, right? Directly. Alex.
Great. Just to echo the same thought, this is a website to promote an app, right? It exists to say there's this amazing app, put it in your pocket, use it when you need it. But I don't see enough of the app there, and so I think I would prefer some sort of intro video or animated GIFs or something that really shows how easy the app is to use.
Good. Any last? Oh, two more. Let's do it.
I'm Scott, and it goes back to the app use, and part of this is, yes, having the services available, but talking and communicating with your partner and making sure that both sides are aware of what's going on, what you need to think about, and what you need to ask about. You know, you talk about UTI infections and stuff, but there's other things, you know, PDF, the work and stuff. There's stuff like that that maybe more need to be talked about as well. So it's not just the services, it's how you can process the interaction.
Thank you. And last one. I think in the very back.
Hi, Annie again. I would love to see a little more inclusivity. We're not the only people that take the future class. So it would be nice to see some gender diversity.
And last one now. No, two more.
There's just one word that I don't see anywhere, and this may just be because what was selected to be showcased in this presentation, but there's a focus, especially with putting something in your pocket, on convenience and delivery. And I thought that was really smart, particularly that you show somebody having it on their person instead of showing like an apartment or a mailbox or a house, because to young people that's not going to mean anything. But the one word I don't see mentioned is privacy, and that would be, at least speaking of father daughters, that would probably be the number one concern. That a lot of people don't just need access to this sort of thing, but they need it delivered in a way that's going to be discreet.
And last one.
Hi, I'm Maggie. I just wanted to kind of point out that on the red background, there's a navy blue text being used on specifically on the green page, which I wonder if it is passing accessibility standards.
That sounds like a designer comment. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. This was great engagement. I'm so happy. Thank you, Morgan, for presenting this. You can always ask him more questions. He's around. Great presentation.